Hey friends, welcome back to Make My World Mini. So we don't have Star over here in this room right now. She is over in the dollhouse makeover. So let's head on over there and meet up with Star. Let's go. Here we are in the dollhouse makeover. I haven't been able to get too much done this week, but I wanted to bring you back and share with you what I have. It is a little harder for me to get things done, or it's more gradual or slow, because of my inconsistent work schedule, and also because of my creativity or my vision that I want to put into this house. Not only that, I also want to make sure I'm going step by step, that I am doing things that need to get done first before I do this, so I don't mess up that, if that makes any sense. I hope so. But I am here with Star. She is helping me paint the walls. I decided to paint the walls white first, so that when I do put wallpaper up or whatever I decide to put on the walls, that hopefully that pink did not show through. I didn't want the pink to show through. I was really concerned that the pink might. I also need to go ahead and get my putty, my spackle, and clean up some of these holes that I'm seeing now as I sit here with you guys. So I do have some spackle on hand, and that's another thing. I am trying to use a lot of resources or stuff that I already have on hand without buying more stuff. Now, I will buy stuff as I see it in my vision, or I think I need to buy it to get the house to come together as I want it to come together, as I see it come together, such as the paint for the walls. I was looking for gesso, but I could not find any, and I didn't want to order any, so I decided to purchase this paint from Walmart for $9.98. And as you can see, we do need to put more paint on the walls, obviously. And then I have a roller that I bought at Walmart for $1.98. I did not realize Dollar Tree sold a roller with a pan, a paint pan, for $1.25. Womp womp womp. But I had already bought this. So here we are with that. Then I wanted to share with you the little outfit that I created for Star for this, just for this makeover. Isn't she so adorable? I thought it turned out pretty good. I didn't have a pattern or anything or a template. I just tried to create her some overalls, and I think it turned out really cute. I did put a faux floor in. I'm calling it the faux floor because it's not part of the original floor. And it is going to continue to hang off. I need it to do that. You guys will see. Hopefully it'll look good in the long run, but we shall see. I still need to build a wall here with an archway, and I still want to complete this wall down here. Now, after doing that, I found a couple yardsticks at a local store in my area, 25 cents each, and I had my husband cut them down to fit in between this, like this beam and that wood beam, so that they could be wood beams underneath to keep the floors from sagging so bad. Now, I didn't want to take the dollhouse apart, and I sure in the world didn't want to try and get the flooring out. I just didn't want to do all that. So I decided to glue the beams underneath, and it appears to be working. They are not sagging anywhere near like they were. And I still want to get a beam for over here, maybe one for over here, and at the end I think that might look cute, especially when I get the wall there. It might look nice. I don't know yet, haven't got that far. And I do want to stain the wood. So the plan now is to cut out the door and hopefully get that door working over there. These faux walls in there to complete that. Hopefully get the walls painted and the beams stained, and then hopefully get the flooring laid down. That's the plan. Here we are, friends, a little over 2 weeks later, and I have painted the roof, but I do want to create shingles for the roof. And I have added trim and painted the trim instead of staining the trim. So that's where we're at with that. And I have to figure out a floor for this room and wallpaper, which I have not decided yet. And the walls are finally white enough that I don't think the pink will bleed through. As we move down, I have finally added a floor. I added this floor. It is vinyl and poster board I used on this floor. Now this floor does stick out. I could trim it so it's even, but does it really matter? I mean, it's for me and the dolls. And as you can see, we have Star and Dar here sitting drinking some root beer and eating a pizza. I think this floor turned out pretty good. You're not going to see any of the poster board under there once furniture is in here, and I am making something to put here. So I'm working on that starting now after this video. Over here I put a faux wall. It is not glued yet because I want to put this floor down first, and we need wallpaper on both sides. Once the wallpaper is on both sides, then we will go ahead and put the trim there, and I will put the column that you guys have seen me paint, the columns. I will put that right here. Now moving down, we have another faux wall that I will do the exact same thing to. I believe I have a floor for this room right here. This is going to be the bathroom, and I have more trim. Now up here on the outside of the house, it looked like it was a window, and I was going to, or I thought about cutting that out, but it was so hard to cut out this door that I changed my mind. I'm like, if I need a window or whatever, we could put a faux window here. This door was really hard to cut out, but it does need doorknobs on both sides, and I have a thought for that door. And then, as you've seen, I painted those columns. I changed this one out. There's going to be one here, hopefully, and then the columns here, and then a column there, as you can see. So that is as far as I have been able to get on the dollhouse makeover. I have painted the outside of the house, which I think made it look a lot better. And we're back in the house with Star and Zara. We have a lot more work to do, a lot more creativity to do. This is a lot of fun, being my first dollhouse makeover and all. I'm sure I will learn and get better with time. But in the meantime, I hope you guys had fun, and I will see you next time. I hope you get to relax, enjoy, and create in your mini world. Bye!